Let's get more on these from our correspondent, TVC News State House correspondent Femi Akande, who is standing by at the presidential villa. Femi, thank you so much for joining us this hour. You know, it's going to be something like a mixed feelings for some of the top politicians, the executive, who are, present at the valedictory meeting there at the presidential villa. Talk to us about the mood and the messages that you're getting from there.
Yes, indeed, Ibrahim, like you said, mixed feelings. And you know that just like the first Federal Executive Council meeting that members of the cabinet attended, this last one is also very important. And that is because for them, it's the end of a journey of representing their state in the Federal Executive Council meeting. You know that according to the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, all states of the Federation must have a representation in the federal cabinet of the president. And this President Muhammadu Buhari's cabinet, for them, the road has been a long one. There have been successes, triumphs, and even travels, especially a lot of them we saw talking about the journey so far, how they came on board with so much expectation. President Muhammadu Buhari charged them to execute and implement policies of the federal government and ensure Nigerians feel the impact of his administration. Along the line, COVID set in, and this was indeed a huge setback to the Federal Executive Council. Even the meeting of the Federal Executive Council could not hold regularly, and they had to do virtual before they now, of course, began a hybrid meeting where some will join virtually and while others would be present here, just to ensure that the social distancing as part of measures to slow down the spread of COVID-19 is adhered to. But at the end of the meeting, we expect them to give themselves a pat on the back. We are expecting to hear a statement from President Muhammadu Buhari. That will also be his valedictory speech to members of his cabinet. We are expecting to also hear them give their goodwill messages. Well, you know that President Muhammadu Buhari did not significantly shake up the cabinet throughout the 8 years of his administration. Of course, he let some people go. He moved some people from one ministry to the other, but there was no major cabinet reshuffle. So a lot of the people on board now in the Federal Executive Council started this administration with President Muhammadu Buhari. They have walked this road with the president after they were sworn in, of course, 6 months after President Muhammadu Buhari also took the oath of office on the 29th of May 2015. But, basically it's been mixed feelings for all of them, Ibrahim.
Concerning the current administration, where do you think they've been able to deliver on their mandate, and how are they looking forward to handing over to the next person who is also from their own party?
Well, to a large extent, we have heard from the presidency and indeed the president's men. I'm talking about the Special Advisor on Media and Communications and also the Senior Special Assistant of Media and Communication. They have always said, and they continue to say, that President Muhammadu Buhari's administration was able to deliver on its mandate despite challenges, especially with COVID-19, the fluctuating price of crude oil globally, and even President Muhammadu Buhari, under his watch, the economy survived 2 recessions and was able to bounce back strong. So they say that managing the country despite all of these challenges is enough to give President Muhammadu Buhari's administration kudos. They believe he has performed well. When his administration was sworn in, President Muhammadu Buhari committed to working on 3 main sectors, which is security, the economy, and the fight against corruption. We have seen his fight against insecurity. When the president came on board, some local governments in the northeast part of the country that was ravaged by the Boko Haram insurgency were ungovernable, under the control of insurgents. But with the armed forces, they were able to recapture all of these territories and return them back to government control. President Muhammadu Buhari's administration has also significantly, they say this is even like the best in a long time that the armed forces has enjoyed under President Muhammadu Buhari's administration in terms of contributing to hardware, military hardware, and ensuring that they need the basic equipment that is required to execute the kind of warfare and other security challenges that the countries are presently currently facing. The war on corruption, it's been back and forth with that. President Muhammadu Buhari's administration will score themselves high on that. But there are critics out there who say that, well, what they see as the fight against corruption has just been on television. Some of them say it has not really achieved the purpose for which it was intended. For the economy also, you know, the country survived through economic recession, but the economic team under Vice President Yemi Osinbajo also scored some major victories in terms of setting the country on the path of economic growth and recovery. And you know, with that famous launch of the economic growth and recovery plan of the federal government, which was like a blueprint to revamping Nigeria's economy, to create jobs and ensure that the well-being of citizens are improved on. The government believe that to a large extent they have been able to do all of that. Also to touch the lives of ordinary people through the National Social Investment Programs that is coordinated by the Ministry of Humanitarian Affairs and Disaster Management. So the federal government has scored itself high, but you know, some people say that the federal government again should not be a judge on its own matter, that is left to Nigerians to indeed say if they have really felt the impact of this administration and if indeed the administration has delivered on the mandate. That is for Nigerians to say, Ibrahim.
Right, certainly it remains to be seen what Nigerians will be saying. They will be the one to actually score the current administration, whether here or there. Thank you very much, TVC News State House correspondent Femi Akande, live for us there at the presidential villa. Thank you.